What's up, guys? I hope y'all having a blessed day today. So, I'm gonna just be talking about NFL news, NFL off-season news. What's been going on in the off-season these past 2 weeks? So, we're gonna start with Matt Stafford. So, Matt Stafford, they in the Los Angeles Rams came to an agreement to basically revise his contract to where he's gonna be making more money. He basically got a raise, guys. So I think his contract was going to run through 2026. So, and I think it was like last week they were at odds because it was rumors that Matthew Stafford, if they didn't come to agreement to where we can revise his contract where I'm getting paid what I'm worth, I'm going to go take my talents to New York. I don't know why in the hell he would do that, but of course you're going to take your talents to New York if you're going to get more money. So, but on the talent wise, I'm not going to neither one of those teams. Them teams are fucking disgusting up there in New York. They're disgusting. They are disgusting. Both organizations. Now, I obviously think the Jets are in better shape than the Giants, but you know, I would not want to play in New York. I don't care how much money they paying me. It's all you're gonna do if you go to New York as a quarterback, you're just gonna get blamed. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. You're gonna get blamed. They're gonna bring you with two terrible offensive lines, Matthew Stafford, and you're gonna be blamed. So, because that's all they do is find quarterbacks as scapegoats up there in New York, especially the Jets. So I wouldn't even look into that. Now the Giants, it's just a terrible O-line. It's just Brian Deebo. I don't know why the hell he went back to New York. You're a dead man walking. You're a dead man walking. Then you're going to be fired next year. I can tell you that. If you don't make the playoffs, you're going to be fired, Deebo. And on top of that, you know, you got neighbors. They don't have a lot of weapons to me. I don't really like Darius Slayton. He has butterfingers as hands. It's like I'd be more surprised when Darius Slayton actually catches the ball. He's a speed guy, but he ain't really giving you much else. Wendell Robinson is cool. He's a possession receiver. Just stay in LA, Stafford. You're going to be a future Hall of Famer. Don't ruin your career going up to New York. It's a waste of time. I don't tell a man how to get their money, because obviously you're going to get your money if you was going to LA of the Vegas Raiders. But if you're trying to win another chip, you need to just go ahead and hopefully find a number to where y'all can agree on, you and the Rams, which they did, and try to ride it out again and see if you could get a ring. So I'm glad Stafford is back with the Rams. Deebo Samuel gets traded to the Commanders. Deebo, we all know, every football fan that understands football, Deebo is not the most best route runner. Brandon Ayuk was their best receiver these last 2-3 years. Deebo is a Swiss Army knife. He can do a little bit of everything, but he's more of an after the catch guy. Give you a quick little slants, quick little dig routes. Just get the ball in his hands in space and let him make plays after the catch. That's Deebo. And it's like when you look at it, guys, on the 49ers, he probably would have went into the season being the 5th best option. You have Ayuk, you have George Kittle. Now you got this Jawan Jennings on the rise. Jawan Jennings is one of the better underrated receivers in the league. Strong hands, physical. And then you got the kid, the Ricky Purcell kid on the rise. I like him. I really like him. Then I think with George, then you have George Kittle, the 2nd best tight end in the game. So it's like it wasn't no room for Deebo. He requested a trade, as he should. He go to the Commanders to pair up with Scary Terry, with Jaden Daniels. And the Commanders, they're betting high. They're betting high, because now they're confident in their quarterback, that this quarterback is a superstar. They're betting high. It's rumors with Myles Garrett coming in, trying to get a trade for him. They traded for my cornerback Laddie. So the Commanders, they're betting high. And I think Cliff Kingsbury is going to find a way to maximize the potential with Deebo. Who we have next? Darius Slay. Darius Slay has been a phenomenal cornerback, man. He just go out there and just shut down guys. Slay gets cut from the Eagles, and we kind of already knew what was going to happen. They can't pay everybody, guys. The Eagles can't pay everybody, and we got a Super Bowl ring out of Slay. And, you know, he got his ring, and he mentored these two young kids coming up, Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell, so they ready to carry that torch in Philly secondary. So if I'm Slay, I'll be looking back to going back to Detroit and see if I can mentor those young guys. I think Darius Slay should really look back into going to Detroit if they got the money for him. So it's unfortunate he got cut, but hey, at least I got a ring. These last two people, I'm gonna do T. Higgins. I'm so sick of these Cincinnati Bengals not paying their players. Why do y'all constantly do this shit to people? So T. Higgins, he's been applied the franchise tag for 2 years in a row now. 2 years. 2 years. So you know what that tell you? They want you to have a lackluster year coming into next season so they could lowball you. And they don't want you to hit the open market this year. That's all they're trying to do. So T. Higgins, probably on the franchise tag, he's going to be probably making $26.2 million. T, I think, wants to be looking for a 30 mil per year. And it's ridiculous, man. They haven't paid Jamar Chase. They got Trey Hendrickson coming up to where they're going to have to pay him soon. Trey Hendrickson is one of the best pass rushers in the game. I think he had like 17 sacks. And take a wild guess where Trey Hendrickson came from, guys. Take a wild guess. Ding, 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 ding. New Orleans Saints. Another guy we let go for fucking Marcus Davenport. Don't get me started. So it's a lot of people they have to pay, but if I'm T. Higgins, I'm not playing none of this, bro. I'm not. Y'all either gonna trade me or find a way to give me my money. I want my money, and I'm not playing none of this. I'm not playing none of this. T. Higgins is probably, to me, the second. He's the best number 2 in the game. You put him in Carolina, he's going to take Bryce Young in Carolina to the next step in the passing game. I think T. Higgins is a phenomenal receiver. Runs pretty decent routes. Physical, just a big target. He single-handedly took over the game in Denver. I think that was week 17 when they was both teams was playing for that playoff spot. Obviously, the Broncos got in, but T. Higgins had a phenomenal game. And, you know, I still think if he go to another team and be a number 1, I think he can be able to be still a big-time talent. I love T game, and it's just, why would you want to break that up in Cincinnati? You have the second best wide receiver in the game, Jamar Chase. You know, you got the kid, Yoshivas. I like him. I really like Yoshivas. It's a lot of talent. I think they took a step back in the running game after they lost Joe Mixon, but, you know, you got to find a way to keep them together because you could tell they're all very close, Joe Burrow, Chase, and T. Higgins. So I think they need to find a way to come up with a deal or something. But 9 times out of 10, they're not. Because they're cheap. They're cheap bastards up there in Cincinnati. They don't want to pay nobody, guys. So it is what it is, bro. It's unfortunate. And the last guy, and the salary cap went up to $279 this year. So you always got to play with the numbers with the salary cap. So I'm going to get started on this last guy. I don't like him at all. I'm not a big fan of DK Metcalf. He requests a trade. And honestly, if I'm Seattle, get the hell out of here. Get out of here. We don't need you. We got this young kid, Jackson Smith-Njigba, that can do everything. He's a possession receiver, runs great routes. You can put him anywhere on the field. He's just not no one-trick pony where you could just run deep all damn day. I don't like DK. I don't feel like the attitude he brings to the table is not worth me paying top dollar for him. I don't feel like he's a top 10 receiver. I think he's probably 14 to 17 ranking wise. I don't think he's a good route runner. I don't think for him to be that big, guys, he's one of the worst red zone targets in the league. I don't think he's a good contested catch guy at all. He's not good at that. He's big for nothing, guys. Like, he don't really know how to really make plays in the contested catch game. He don't really know how to run every route in the route tree. He's just a deep ball guy. Is he a good receiver? Hell yeah. Would I want him to be a number 2? Yeah. Or could I pair him up and let it be like a wide receiver by committee? Yes, but having him be my number 1 each and every game, no, guys. I'm not paying no top dollar for that. So you can get the hell out of here with your attitude. Every other day, you're acting like Stone Cold Steve Austin trying to fight people on the field. If I'm a cornerback, if I'm a top flight cornerback and I got DK Metcalf on my schedule, my goal is to literally just take him out the game. Because it's that easy to take him out the game. I'll be all in his ear. Yeah, nigga, you big for nothing. You big for nothing. You ain't. I don't really feel like you elite like that. You big for nothing, bro. Your big ass. You ain't got nothing for me, bro. I'm in his ear all game long, guys. All game long, I'm in his ear, cause I know it's so easy to get him disheveled out the game just by talking shit in his ear. Nigga, you big for nothing. I don't really feel like you like that. Nah, you not like that, bro. He gonna be trying to take my helmet off. So, he could get the hell out of Seattle. We got Jackson Smith-Njigba. They cut Tyler Lockett, man. Just a phenomenal, consistent receiver. You know, Lockett is getting up there in age, so I'm not surprised that happened. But it's things that need to be addressed in Seattle. The running backs are always injured, always out of the lineup with Kenny Walker. Then the offensive line is deplorable. They are terrible in the O-line. In the defense, they ain't got better. They got better. They got these 2 corners, Enrique Willing and Devin Witherspoon. So they got players on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively, they need to address this O-line, especially in, obviously, if you trade for DK Metcalf, you're going to have to probably go draft you another receiver or find one in free agency. And, you know, Geno Smith is he's there. But to me, Seattle, the Seahawks, to me, they're like Tampa, guys. They just in the middle of the road. Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith, they're not taking nobody to the next step. They're just going to be the playoff team or a team that's on the cusp of the playoffs. You know, so we'll see what goes on. I know free agency is coming up soon, so we'll see who gets moved and whatnot. So that's all what happened this past 2 weeks, guys. So y'all be safe and stay blessed up.